Brought to you by Puffin.
A Murder Most Unladylike Bundle, Books 1, 2 and 3, by Robin Stevens. Read by Gemma Chan.
Murder Most Unladylike, by Robin Stevens. Read by Gemma Chan. Murder Most Unladylike, being an account of the case of the murder of Miss Bell, an investigation by the Wells and Wong Detective Society. Written by Hazel Wong, Detective Society Secretary, age 13. Begun Tuesday the 30th of October, 1934. Part 1. The Discovery of the Body. 1. This is the first murder that the Wells and Wong Detective Society has ever investigated, so it is a good thing that Daisy bought me a new casebook. The last one was finished after we solved the case of Lavinia's missing tie. The solution to that, of course, was that Clementine stole it in revenge for Lavinia punching her in the stomach during lacrosse, which was Lavinia's revenge for Clementine telling everyone that Lavinia came from a broken home. I suspect that the solution to this new case may be more complex. I suppose I ought to give some explanation of ourselves in honour of the new casebook. Daisy Wells is the president of the Detective Society, and I, Hazel Wong, am its secretary. Daisy says that this makes her Sherlock Holmes and me Watson. This is probably fair. After all, I am much too short to be the heroine of this story, and who ever heard of a Chinese Sherlock Holmes? That's why it's so funny that it was me who found Miss Bell's dead body. In fact, I think Daisy is still upset about it, though of course she pretends not to be. You see, Daisy is a heroine-like person, and so it should be her that these things happen to. Look at Daisy and you think you know exactly the sort of person she is. One of those dainty, absolutely English girls with blue eyes and golden hair, the kind who'll gallop across muddy fields in the rain clutching hockey sticks and then sit down and eat 10 ice buns at tea. I, on the other hand, bulge all over like Bibendum the Michelin Man. My cheeks are moony round and my hair and eyes are stubbornly dark brown. I arrived from Hong Kong partway through second form, and even then, when we were all still shrimps. Shrimps, for this new casebook, is what we call the little lower form girls. Daisy was already famous throughout Deepdean School. She rode horses, was part of the lacrosse team, and was a member of the drama society. The big girls took notice of her, and by May, the entire school knew that the head girl herself had called Daisy a good sport. But that is only the outside of Daisy, the jolly good show part that everyone sees. The inside of her is not jolly good show at all. It took me quite a while to discover that. 2. Daisy wants me to explain what happened this term up to the time I found the body. She says that is what proper detectives do. Add up the evidence first, so I will. She also says that a good secretary should keep her casebook on her at all times to be ready to write up important events as they happen. It was no good reminding her that I do that anyway. The most important thing to happen in those first few weeks of the autumn term was the Detective Society, and it was Daisy who began that. Daisy is all for making up societies for things. Last year we had the Pacifism Society, dull, and then the Spiritualism Society, less dull, but then Lavinia smashed her mug during a séance, Beanie fainted, and Matron banned spiritualism altogether. But that was all last year, when we were still shrimps. We can't be messing about with silly things like ghosts now that we are grown-up third formers. That was what Daisy said when she came back at the beginning of this term, having discovered crime. I was quite glad. Not that I was ever afraid of ghosts exactly. Everyone knows there aren't any. Even so, there are enough ghost stories going round our school to horrify anybody. The most famous of our ghosts is Verity Abraham, the girl who committed suicide off the gym balcony the term before I arrived at Deepdean. But there are also ghosts of an ex-mistress who locked herself into one of the music rooms and starved herself to death, and a little first-form shrimp who drowned in the pond.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?